Hey everybody, welcome back to Animorphs.
Animorphs engage. Animorphs engage.
Oh god, well guys, today before we get into the main topic of the day, a few rapid fire segments. Segment number 1, insufferable sports story of the day.
Luca.
This guy, Luca the basketballman, his name is. He's like Cedric the Entertainer. This guy he plays for the Mavericks. He scored 73 points. He was going like this.
Boom, 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 boom.
He scored 73 points in one game, which is very rare. Only 4 people have done this. Kobe, 81 points. 81 points. Jeez, Jesus, Kobe. That's sick. And then Wilt Chamberlain in 1962, 100 points. 100 points. If I was on an NBA basketballman team and one guy was scoring either 81 or 100 points, I'd just be walking around eating a hot dog at that point. You know, just kind of phoning it in around the court, drinking a soda. You know, good job, Kobe. That's awesome. Here for comment, we have live from Slovenia, the basketballman himself, Luka Doncic. Luka, are you there?
Yes, it's me. I'm here. It's great. I've had a few drinks. That's one thing, that's for sure.
Okay, next news segment of the day is looks like a fake news report in a movie of the day. Okay, this is on OAN, which stands for, oh no, what the f***? Just watch how this lady starts. I mean, what is this?
America's pop star celebrity sweetheart joins forces with the top dog in the NFL, playing for the...
Okay.
The biggest and most influential endorsement target is Swift herself.
Oh,
the pop sensation and NFL enthusiast.
It's still talking about Taylor Swift. Come on, man.
Again, Hillary Clinton tried to do this back in 2016.
Who?
Here was Hillary Clinton trotting out every celebrity she could possibly find to sing fight song. I don't know if you remember this. It was the most irritating things in the history of American politics. Here is a little bit of that just to remind you and to irritate you today. No, cut it off before we get to the chorus. No, don't do it. No. Okay, so, oh God, no, please stop.
I mean, yeah, that is terrible. That video is terrible, but is this the best timing for this guy? Is this the best timing for this guy?
No, these people made a cringe political song video. Who would do that? What kind of moron? What kind of moron would do that? I do my raps when I'm at school. I'm not allowed to go near the pool. Hey!
Here's another clip that makes me go like this.
What?
Here's another clip that makes me go.
Okay.
Deeply religious. Check out this religious talk. Well, watch this.
Service to the highest possible good, which it should be a subset of anyways.
Right,
and that
Jordy,
it can't just be tossed off casually as, you know, all service to material prosperity or life more abundant is because of its materialism or its capitalism.
Yeah, it's a very weird take on Christianity, that Christianity is all about vows of poverty. I mean, given the development of the Western world as the richest civilization in the history of the world, and driven largely by religious Christians. I mean, if you look at the generation of American wealth, particularly in the late 19th century, for example, this is all religious men. I mean, John J. Rockefeller is attending church and dedicating churches. I mean, like, this is this kind of...
Are those guys in the Bible?
There were these rich guys who said stuff about the Bible, so case closed.
It's easier for the camel to get his
booty hole waxed down
than for a rich man to go to the toilet. This has 250,000 views in one day. You know, and faced with the fact that, and everybody knows this already, that the Bible frowns on wealth, frowns on, you know, extreme material wealth, all this crap. How do you square that circle of this guy's whole thing being
The ruthless pursuit of wealth,
you know? How do you square that circle? Oh, there were some rich guys who said they liked the Bible. Are you out of your mind? What is wrong with you, man?
Welcome back to the comments section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Why is Ben Shapiro dressed like a girl? Okay, go ahead. No, I broke the thing. Okay, go ahead.
There are very few things in this world that genuinely surprise me anymore. But I saw a conversation on X that absolutely took me aback. And it was not because it was particularly shocking or outlandish or horrifying, but I genuinely thought that we all agreed on this and that it just didn't warrant a discussion. But apparently, it does. The left does not think that young people should have jobs. And they're claiming that teens working is oppressive child labor pushed by our capitalist society. You literally cannot make this stuff up.
Oh, amazing. And then she goes into this thing. This is kind of telling how she describes Florida's law. Here we go. Check this out.
And see that kids are stepping up. They're having to learn responsibility, which is a very normal thing. Florida is even leaning into this trend of young people wanting to work and needing to work.
Oh, memes. Oh, hit me.
And since the summer, they've actually been working on rolling back some of their strict labor laws so that 16 and 17-year-olds can work more. And people online are having a freaking meltdown.
I wonder why.
Went through a new set of approvals. This is from the Florida Phoenix. Rollback of Florida's child labor laws gets its first committee seal of approval. And guys, these rollbacks would allow 16 and 17-year-olds to work 6 consecutive days and up to 8-hour shifts. Right now, they're only allowed to work 4.5-hour shifts, I believe, and they can't work that many consecutive days. But by the response online, you would think that Florida was saying that they are forcing 5-year-olds out into the swamp to fight alligators.
These memes are killing me, man.
Toilet.
Oh my God. How many views on this? 125,000 in 15 hours. Probably by the time I upload this might have close to 250,000. You know, this girl gets views. People are paying attention to this. Let's read a little bit about this Florida child labor crap. Currently, under Florida law, it's illegal. Oh, whoa. You get one of these. It's illegal to
Beat a kid in Walmart.
That I do think should be rolled back. It's illegal for employers to work minors under 18, more than 30 hours a week during the school year, put them to work during school hours, put them to work, this leaves this part out, overnight, between 11 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., or schedule older teens to work more than 6 days in a row. You know what? Here we go. Same lady 11 months ago. Here we go. Check this video out. It says, they aren't coming for your kids. They're already here. Oh, no. They're already here, so you better
Beat a kid in Walmart.
to straighten them out. Okay, here we go.
School library system. So I decided to actually buy this book. I did not go check it out. I did not want anybody to see me walking out of the library with this piece of filth. I wanted to see how bad it actually was. Whether this was just a couple of pages that had nudity in it, or whether it was actually fully pornographic in what was in it. Now, guys, this is thick.
Extra thick!
Like, I thought...
You guys gotta figure out how to do memes.
Prior to creating this book for legal children, because this book is marketed towards teens, it is for ages 14 to 17.
That age range sounds familiar, right, lady?
Beat a kid in Walmart.
All right, what's in this decrepit pervert book? Here we go.
They are talking about sex. I think that sex is being intimate in an erotically arousing or stimulating way with somebody else. Yeah, but that's like anything and everything. Disgusting. And they have all of these different lines here where they're talking about, mutual masturbation, sexting, kissing, oral sex, rimming, foreplay, phone sex.
Whoa.
This is advertised for 14 to 17-year-olds. You want your kids?
Again, that age range sounded kind of familiar, right?
What?
Yeah, that's an interesting calculation. You know, a sex ed book in a library that nobody's ever going to read. In a library, we go like this. Danger for children. Same age, they should be able to work an overnight shift in Florida. Totally safe. I wonder if there's research on this. Probably not, right? In the video here. Oh, wait, something just came in. Boo, 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 boo. Something just came in. What's this say here? Intensive work, so that's not part-time work, that's the full-time work they're talking about. Intensive work is significantly associated with increased odds of dropping out of high school. Oh, no. Listen to this. Suck on this. The odds of dropping out are 55% higher for intensive workers relative to non-working high school students. 55%. I wonder what happens to your income when you do that. Anybody want to guess? Any son of a out there want to take a guess what happens to your income? It gets better. It gets higher. I tricked your ass. Oh, no. It gets the lowest. Listen to this. Past cohorts of teenagers in the United States who worked long hours and after-school jobs heighten their risk of high school dropout. For instance, studies reveal that the risk of leaving high school without a degree was about twice as likely among youth who work intensively, i.e. average more than 20 hours per week. They want them to work twice that. Another interesting thing in this study. Okay, I'm getting a little attitude now. Remember when she was talking about how people of this same age shouldn't have sex education? Check this out. Intensive employment may also lead working youth to an older pool of potential intimate partners, encouraging precocious family formation. They found that out in 2012. That in turn may increase the risk of dropout. Listen to the data these motherfuckers brought. Listen to the receipts these motherfuckers right here brought. Using 5 nationally represented data sets spanning the mid-1960s to mid-1990s, okay, I'm going to drop the attitude, 30 years of data, found that high school sophomores, that's 15 to 16 years old, who worked intensively were about 2 times as likely to drop out compared to moderately working youth. That's if they kept the law in place. And that effect was stable over this period. We got 30 years of proof on this one. Here's another little interesting thing from this Orlando Weekly article. A spokesperson for the agency confirmed in an email to the Orlando Weekly that there are just 7 personnel to enforce child labor in the state of Florida. That means there are just 7 people tasked with ensuring the tens of thousands of 16 and 17-year-olds who participate in Florida's workforce. So, I don't know. It's challenging being a parent. You have to weigh these things. You're a parent. You're like, let me look at this. You have to weigh these things, A sex ed book in the library, or, statistically ensuring that my kid will be broke for the rest of their life and having them work overnight shifts when they're 16 in Florida. The difficulty... these difficult decisions of being a parent.
Before we do, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss content.
Never gonna do it.
All right, so I was reading some articles this morning, as I'm getting ready for the show, and I saw a piece on how Gen Z overwhelmingly prefers self-checkout, and tech is very important to them for enjoying the retail experience.
Amazing.
Yes, I love technology.
These memes.
And so I went on to X, and I saw this right after. Gen Z loves self-checkout because it makes shoplifting easy.
Bruh.
Oh, this is fascinating. I like to say fascinating because I'm kind of wondrous about the world. Ooh, that's fascinating. I say that kind of stuff, But this is truly fascinating here. This is a Lending Tree, whatever the hell that is, survey where they surveyed 2,000 people, self-checkout users who say that they've taken an item without scanning it. Gen Zers, about a third of them say yes. Millennials, not too far behind, 21, are like, yeah, I take some crap. I'm 42, I take some crap. Who cares? Kiss my ass. Gen Xers, 10%, baby boomers, 3%. So it's a survey, 2,000 people. Does this tell us much? Who knows? Okay, what kind of conclusions can we drop from this piece of crap survey? Let's check this out.
Like, the arrogance and the faux sophistication of these people is absolutely wild. Like,
Absolutely.
I would rather that they just be dumb kids, stealing for the sake of stealing, maybe on a dare, maybe for the adrenaline, rather than trying to trick themselves into believing that they're doing some kind of moral good. Also, it's not just their fault. It's their elders and their teachers and the university professors and the journalists telling them that this is the right thing to do, telling them that it doesn't matter if you steal, telling them that business is not important, that capitalism actually exploits everyone. Like, they have been indoctrinated into thinking this way. And that scares me more in regards to who they'll grow up becoming and the other types of things that they will deem, acceptable and necessary, which we're already seeing happen with millennials. Law and order and decency has been lost in every aspect of our society. So sadly, none of this is truly shocking. It's just another day on X. It's just another day with Gen Z.
Yeah, I don't know. This lady's kind of doing like a horoscope kind of thing with this. She reads an article and she's like, how can I make this into a segment that just I can say whatever I already want to say, But these surveys about self-checkout stealing they're all over the place. Listen to this. Rich people, this is from 2023. Rich people are more likely to steal from self-checkout. Why? I don't know. Because they're going like this.
CK Louis.
A survey shows who is most likely to admit to stealing at self-checkout, those with income over $100,000. Wow. Who knows? There's a psychologist lady in here who speculates, they think they can get away with it, like hire a lawyer so they don't care. They're like, yeah, I steal. What are you going to do about it? Okay. But I could probably make a stupid inference from this. Oh, rich people, they steal. I don't know. But I don't know if we're going to speculate here, what if your state passes a law that makes it way more likely for people to not graduate from high school, thus statistically lowering their income throughout their life? They have no money. Might that make them more likely to steal at the self-checkout? Oh, this next one's great. I feel like she's making these videos for me. I mean, come on.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Thanks a lot, Brett. It's great to be here.
Thought I would be doing an episode on this subject, but we're going to talk about it today. So it might shock some of you guys, but Zyn, the popular nicotine pouch brand, is trending on social media for a political reason.
Right.
Chuck Schumer has decided that because of everything that is obviously going on in our country, the government finally needs to step up and start handling it. Hence why he has now announced a government crackdown on Zyn. I am not kidding. Somebody tweeted and said, hard times create nicotine men create good times, good times create weed guys, and weed guys create hard times. Maybe that's the reason behind it. Maybe that's what we're seeing right now. But this also just seems like an idiotic, nearsighted move because it's only going to piss people off. I don't know if they thought that it...
Okay, what the hell is this story? This is from Vox. This guy, Chucky Schumer. I don't know what the hell that guy's problem is. He's a Democrat from New York, questioned how many kids were getting hooked on them. Teens today are getting exposed to nicotine pouches thanks to social media, Schumer warned, pointing to Zynfluencers who have made nicotine pouches a part of their online personalities. I would guess that this is not anything. It's Chuck Schumer coming out there saying, hey, we're going to tell the FDA to look into influencers peddling nicotine pouches to teenagers on social media. Same lady who was pissed off about a sex ed book. That's not okay. It's not okay to have a sex ed book in a library. Nicotine pouches? No problem. Okay. Yeah, my kid's 16 years old. He's working overnight, on a school night, chewing a nicotine pouch. But thank God we kept that sex ed book out of the library that nobody was ever going to read anyway. I'm a good parent. Parenting, mastered.
Bree and Robbie and Bree. I live in a boat in the middle of the sea.
Give me Zyn or give me death. The sentiment is cropping up online as Senator Chuck Schumer called for a federal crackdown against Zyn nicotine packs.
I'm not especially trustful in the industry in the first place, but I also had a personal experience maybe 5-6 years ago when I was still living in New York.
Showing off.
And I was sitting on the subway, and a couple of 13-year-old little kids were sitting across from me, and they started to try to chat me up. I guess they thought I was considerably younger than I was at the time.
Showing off again.
And they were sweet, and to me they were like kids. So I was engaging them in some chat, like where are you from, what grade are you in, that kind of thing. And they were both smoking Juuls on the subway.
Okay, so they're talking about this Zyn thing, and Brianna Joy Gray goes into this story about how she was on the subway, and some kids smoking Juuls came up to her. They were kind of doing this. They were kind of doing a little bit of this.
I love you.
But some other guy in the subway came up. He was like, hey, what kind of flavors of those Juuls you like? Those are the smooth taste of Juuls. Am I right, kid? And she says it turned out to be a guy who worked for a tobacco company or something. Anyway, whatever. It's a little anecdote, whatever. But I love the idea of these 13-year-olds trying to do some...
I love you.
Trying to do some...
Hi.
To Brianna Joy Gray on the subway. And they're kind of showing off with the Juul a little bit. Like, funny meeting you here. It sort of reminded me, I was trying to find this, but there's an episode of The Office, the Ricky Gervais office, where some cool guy comes into the office and he has an earring. So Ricky Gervais gets an earring and it starts bleeding. And some girl who works in the office is like, how long have you had that? And he goes, a long time, baby. I looked all over. I couldn't find it. A long time, baby. And I imagine Brianna Joy Gray going to this 13-year-old. How long have you been smoking? And he just goes, long time, baby. So big shout out to those Juul smoking 13-year-olds on the subway. And a big shout out to all of you. It's Wednesday.
Not the best, not the worst. Who knows? I don't know.
It is Wednesday, but it's
for one day.
Even though it feels like a long time, baby. Hope you're having a good time. Talk to you later.
I might just walk out here and think I'm gonna take about a week off. Guys!
You're not getting the whole show, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, become a member on Patreon, okay? For as little as 2 bones. When you join on Patreon for as little as 2 stupid little bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday shows every week. The Quaments program, where you can ask questions or tell stories or do whatever, and it's a whole show. Behind the scenes crap.
All for 2 putrid little bones, that's it.
And if you really want to support the wretched show, people call it because they're satanic, they're sick, you could become a producer for only 25 bones. These beautiful people here are, God! Without these producers, it's over, man. It's done.
Do you think we can do the show without the producers?
Okay? Because if you do think that, you got another thing coming, my man.
You got a totally different thing coming.
Without the producers, it is as good as over.
Hello?
Is anyone listening to me? Please answer. I'll wait. Please answer.
Our hearts and our toilets
are forever endowed unto the producers from which all light comes. Praise God.
Praise God.
It really is amazing to have such beautiful producers, and if you want to do it, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I love the producers so much that I wrote a little song about them. Here we go.
Hit it. Without the producers, we're going straight to hell. It will be their nationality for all eternity. And then we'll go down to the lower level of hell where you can't get out. Not even for good behavior / deeds. Go down there. Deeds.